Welcome to TechYard guys, this is Saurav here, and today we are going to tell you some pros and cons of the all new U-Unique. It is the phone here, and you can see it here. Well, we bought the phone on the very first flash sale from Snapdeal, and but due to some reasons we got the phone a little bit later. But apart from that, we have got the phone right now, and we have used the phone for a couple of days. So now the time has come to tell you some good things and some bad things about the phone. Well, we are obviously starting with the good things first. So first of all, the phone about the main good thing about the phone is the price. Well, the phone is only costs you 4,999 rupees, and it's having a 4G capability and also a 720p HD screen. Well, these two were the main tagline of this phone. But apart from that, you also get a 1.2 GHz Snapdragon 410 processor, which is a quad core processor, and a 1 GB of RAM and 8 GB of internal, and also you can move all your downloaded apps to the external memory card, which is a very good thing for this phone. And okay, so this was the price performance ratio. In the case of price performance ratio, the phone justifies itself. Well, next we are coming to the 4G. Well, although there is no such 4G connection in my area, but we went to somewhere else and where there was 4G connection available, and we used the 4G connection, and the 4G connection was quite good. The speeds were quite good, and the 4G connection works well. And there was no connectivity issues whatsoever with the 4G connection. So with the 4G connection and the price, the phone is quite well. So now in the third point, I would like to tell you about the camera quality. Well, I won't say the camera quality is very good. I won't say the camera quality is excellent. But in the case of only a 5K phone, the camera quality is quite good. I won't say it's excellent, but it's quite good. It's good. I mean, the low light quality is average, or sometimes it's grainy. But normally the focusing is fast. Whether it's close object focusing or far object focusing, the focusing is fast. The front camera is also quite good for taking selfies, and at the price of 5,000, the camera performs really well. It's an autofocus camera with having an 8 megapixel sensor and having a LED flash with a single tone LED flash, and it's a good package. I won't say it's an excellent package, but it's quite a good package that has been given in this phone. Well, the second part, the next part is the phone quality. I mean, you can easily hold this phone in your hand. You don't feel any kind of pain or like that. The edges are not that much sharp, and the phone is easily to hold, and the phone is not that much bulky, and it's very slim thanks to the non-removable battery. The phone is slim, the phone is sleek, and you can easily use the phone. That it's not very heavy. Although the weight is equally distributed in on the areas, so you don't feel the phone to be very much bulky at all. And the next part is I would say it's a very good step for you, is that giving us the native Android experience at only a price tag of 5,000. Well, before, the native Android experience was only given to the Nexus devices. Then it came to the Motorola devices. But after that, it came to the Android One projects. But after that, the U has given us the native Android experience, just like Nexus or Motorola or the Android One's devices. And at the price of 5,000, the Android experience that we are getting is purely a stock Android. Although there are only 2 or 3 pre-installed apps like music player or video player, but apart from that, everything is stock Android, and the phone performs really well. It doesn't lag. The RAM management is awesome. No issues, no lags. I haven't even faced any lags. Whenever I was using the phone, the day-to-day uses it just does all the day-to-day uses very well. No lags, nothing, and the RAM management is quite great. So I would like to thank you very much that for giving us the stock Android at only a price tag of 5,000. And as well as you has told us that they might be upgrading a new ROM, new official Cyanogen ROM for this phone that we might be getting after a month or 2. So we hope that we will also be getting the Cyanogen. But the main problem we will face that after having the Cyanogen is that the RAM management, because Cyanogen's RAM management won't be ever like the stock Google. So I'm not sure that whether you is going to launch the official Cyanogen or not. but still, whether if they launch it, there will be some RAM issues, some RAM management issues with the Cyanogen. But if I were you, I would like to stay with the stock Google. Well, in case of battery backup, I am just in love with this phone. I use the phone like a normal user, and the battery lasts for nearly 1.5 days. So it's quite great. And the nearest competitor with this phone was the Lenovo A2010 and the Xiaomi Redmi 2. Well, the Redmi 2 lasts for nearly 1 day, and the Lenovo also lasts for nearly 1.5 day. But uh, with an HD display and with an quad-core Snapdragon 410 processor, 4G capability, with all, and with normal to moderate users, the phone lasted for nearly 1.5 days for a full charge. So it's quite great. I'm very happy with the battery performance, and I should especially thank you to the native Android experience, because only because of native Android it's possible to have a extended battery life. Okay, so this was all the pros. Well, let's come to the bad things about the phone. I know that you don't really want to hear this all, but I have to tell you. The first con is that the non-removable battery. Well, a lot of people love non-removable batteries because it helps to make your phone a little bit thin. But it's true, non-removable battery really helps to make your phone a little bit more thin. But for most of the people like me, I also don't like non-removable batteries, because I don't like. There are many reasons having a there are many reasons, good reasons for having a removable battery in a phone. But apart, so non-removable battery at a 5K phone, well, it's not what I liked. But you may like it. It's entirely your personal choice. But as of now, as a person, as for me, I don't like non-removable battery. So let's go to the next section, that's the poor build quality. Well, the phone is sleek, the phone is easy to hold in your hand, but the build quality is not the great. The back cover is very thin, and the volume buttons and the power buttons, you can see it here. The volume buttons and the power buttons just really pop out from this back cover when you try to pull this back cover off from the phone. So this really shows that the build quality is not great. It's not bad though, but it's not great, I would say. I would have expected a little bit more strong back cover for this phone, and the back cover is completely rubberized, and you can easily smell the essence of rubber from this one. So now let's come to the next point, and the next point is that the poor color production. Well, the phone has a 720p HD screen, but the viewing angles are also quite great. But the color reproduction, the color contrasts are not that great. I compared this phone with the Redmi 2, and the color with the same wallpaper or same images, and the color reproduction in Redmi 2 is way better than this one. And in case of although I'm not saying that the display is bad, but the color reproduction should have been a little bit more good. So it's a thumbs down for the display section in case of color reproduction. And the next one is that the music app. Well, if you are a music lover, the pre-installed music app in this phone is not quite good for listening to music in the headphone. We use a JBL headphone for the music, for listening to music, and we faced that the sound quality was not that great with the inbuilt or pre-installed app. So we installed a little third-party apps like Walkman or Player Pro or blah blah blah. There are a lot of other apps, and the performance and the sound quality was great. So if you really want to listen to good quality songs at this price point, so you need to use some third-party apps and a good headphone with that. So this was and come to the next point. The thing is that the no hardware keys. You can see that there is only the 1 minute. You can see that the only the on-screen keys are here for navigation or home button. Or so this thing is that although you can use completely 4.7 inch screen while you are watching a cinema or you are playing a game, but whenever you're opening the phone or using the phone like a normal user, so you are seeing that the lower portion of the display is occupied by those navigation keys. So it occupies a little bit portion of the display, and the don't get the 4.7 in display. And if there was any hardware display, hardware keys in the phone, hardware navigation keys, so that would be way more great, way more better than having on-screen buttons. So, but it's entirely a personal choice of yours. You may like having on-screen buttons over having the hardware buttons. And the second and the last one is that the flash sale system. Well, I'm not against a flash sale. It really helps the companies a lot financially. But in case of users, in case of buyers like us, we got the phone on the very first flash sale. It lasted for 9 seconds. But sometimes flash sales last for nearly 3 seconds or 4 seconds, and a lot of buyers can't buy the phone. They just wait for weeks to buy the phone, and then comes the black marketing or something like that. We all know that. So in case of if you could, I mean, you televentures could make this phone available for each and every one, not in the flash sale system, so it would be greater. So this was the all pros and cons, the good things and the bad things about the all new Unique. Mind it that this phone is only available via Snapdeal and a flash sale system that happens in only one day, that is Tuesday, and starts from nearly 12 p.m. right, 12 p.m. So don't forget that day like me. And if you like our video, do give us a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, definitely do give us a thumbs down. But again, I'm telling you, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And again, this is Saurabh signing off. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.